Alright, welcome back, folks. Another episode here, filming away.
Head northwest on Mouch Chunk Road.
We are on our way to a working house fire in South Whitehall Township. We're getting the directions. We're about 10 minutes out. We jumped this one pretty quick, so we'll see what we get when we get there. But we are on our way to this thing right now, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna get there, get what we need, and go from there. But right now, like I said, we're on our way to this fire in South Whitehall Township, Lehigh County, and we'll bring you more once we get there.
US 22 west for 3 miles.
Okay, we got everybody stopping here all of a sudden. Traffic backed up. Looks like we got a wreck, maybe? FedEx truck off on the side of the road there. Not exactly sure what happened, but yeah. Anyway, back to where we're heading. So we're back on the way to this fire. So basically, we're gonna get there. We're about 6 minutes out. We're not going to be pre-arrival. The company's already responding. They're going. Reports are the kitchen fire. PD went on scene with heavy smoke showing. So we're going to get there, and either we're going to get as close as we can and walk it in and shoot with the regular camera, or we're going to fly the drone. Haven't decided which yet, but that's the game plan here so far. Crews are not on scene yet. They're saying they'll drop a line. Leave room for the aerial truck. So we're going here. We're getting there as quick as we can. So coming up on our exit here in about a minute. Just a matter of getting there as quickly, as safely as we can. Sounds like they got a hydrant right in front of the residence. GPS is telling me we're about 5 minutes away. Because like I said, of course, this for being South Whitehall. We're not far from South Whitehall, but of course, this is the furthest point in South Whitehall from our residence. So it's like, of course, we gotta, it can't be one of the close spots where it's like, a few minutes away from us. About 1 mile away from our next turn here. Once we get a little bit closer, we're going to turn the chest cam on and have that rolling as we arrive and grab our stuff and go to work. We're not going to go to work as they go to work, but we're going to work our own way. Still looking for a column. I don't see one. But we're like 3 minutes out. So
In half a mile, turn left onto Main Street, Snowdrift Road.
all right, I got a smoke column now. I can see it to my left. No, it's not pumping heavy. Not like they said it was, but it's definitely pumping. first thing we need to do once we get there is establish the fact that we're there with our clients. So we got to make sure we grab that photo and say, hey, we're here, and send it to them.
Turn left onto Main Street.
All right, we're rolling up on scene right now. So,
Turn right onto Majestic Drive. Then your
gotta talk to the fire cop.
destination will be on the right.
right back. Guys, get on the street and just park out of the way.
Huh?
I'm with Nestor Video Production. Can I just get it, park on the street and get out?
Yeah, right over here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Rescue engine 22 to command.
Nice. We're going up. We're gonna fly.
We're here. We're at DBA. Going to pass down engine 26. Danger land.
Updated.
Station 16, Norfolk Coach, Kid Space, automatic fire alarm, your second alert. Engine 16. Engine 16 responding. Engine 16. Give it as fire alarm, boiler room, heat detector.
So they got heavy smoke pushing second floor still. And it's still dark smoke. I don't know if they got any extension.
I'm at fleet 200,
They got smoke pushing from the roof as well.
fire ground 4. Hey, can we use dispatch to Kids Piece? FME if you're on scene. Kids Piece command, fire ground 4.
Alright, so it looks like the roof crew is digging some snow off the roof to try to access to get a cut hole.
County FM 83. FM 83. That's County.
Okay, so it looks like they got this under control. They're not going to put a hole in the roof, but it was, good to see the roof crew getting ready and digging through the snow they had to dig through to get to where they need to be. But at this point, alright, we're bringing it back.
Room 121 Alpha. On the Muslim Court and Westport. Intermediate with
Now we're dropping everything into the phone. I don't know if the iPad's got a charge on because it was out in the cold, so we're dropping it into here. And then once we have this dropped, we will probably head out of here fairly soon. But while that's doing that, I'm gonna start putting some of the stuff away because we're gonna be switching vehicles a little bit later today. So I'm making sure to get everything in one bag. But having everything in the one bag is gonna be nice from now on. We're gonna have. So I'll show you here. So the drone goes in that slot right there with the camera. All the spare batteries, everything's in here. It used to be in the drone bag, is now the mini drone, which pretty much used for bad weather only. So that's gonna be a nice little feature there. So we wrapped up editing our photos here. You know, obviously we're done with this incident. So we will make sure to bring you along on the next incident as we continue this episode of Behind the Scenes. Hey, welcome back. Okay, we're on our way to a barn fire. A little delayed on the getting out on this one. We didn't hear the initial dispatch. We were sleeping. We got a phone call about it actually from our news clients requesting that we go. So we are going. Probably gonna end up flying the drone once we get out of here. It's a barn and probably not gonna get real super close. So we'll get where we can, put the drone up, and get those nice, beautiful aerial shots that we always get. But we're about 25 minutes away from where this is. So we're gonna cruise out here pretty quick. Taking the car today, not the truck. The car was just ready to go, so we got the car. But yeah, so that's where we are. We are heading, like I said, barn fire up in Washington Township. So this is gonna be a, it's been kind of a fire episode today. Yeah, we were out. We got that house fire earlier today up in South Whitehall. Now we're doing this barn fire now. Kind of drifted to a few other things that ended up not being much of anything. That's why we didn't do any filming with them earlier today. But that's where we go. So yeah, so tag along here, cruise along, and show you what we get once we are in position and start capturing this. But we got about a 15-minute drive, give or take. But middle of the night, so we're going to cruise pretty good to get up here. So enjoy the ride. Be back in a little bit. Hear the dispatch and a rehab unit after this. So it's a barn burner, so it's gonna be a bit. Probably gonna be to the ground. But yeah, that's where we're going out to though. Alright, we're getting about 5 minutes away from this thing. There's some chatter about their supply line, having to reposition some rigs, needing salt trucks. So this is definitely going to be very active when we get here. I'm not sure how much is going to still be burning, how much fire we're actually going to see, but
Go past Old Mill Road.
it's a barn fire. Barn fires are very, very definitive generally. They generally will burn to the ground. So
Turn right onto County Bridge.
kind of just hoping we get close enough that we can, we gotta be close enough to fly the drone without too far of a flight is what the deal is. So that's what we're hoping for. Get close enough, and then find a good parking spot, and then go from there. So we're doing this. Listen, Allentown, they got a working vehicle fire. It sounds like it's right at their central fire station. It sounds like it's pretty well involved. I'm not sure what kind of vehicle, but it sounds like it was called in by EMS, and yeah, they're there with it. And, it's in the alleyway by the fire station. They are 40 minutes into the fire. They were 20 minutes into the fire before we even left the house, because again we were delayed. We slept through the initial dispatch, so it's like it is what it is. But we're still gonna get out here and we'll get what we get. It's got to kind of slightly careful here because the roads are narrowing. For the recent snowfall we had, not a lot of maneuverability room, so just gotta be careful and take our time. We're gonna try to get out here quick, but you also gotta kind of be careful, make sure we're not gonna run into anything, any deer or anything like that. And, it's pitch black out, so it's dark out. So yeah, we're about 2 minutes from the scene. So once we get up there, we'll
At the next stop sign, turn left.
we'll obviously get up and start showing you some stuff.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Main Street.
All right, we'll be back. Keep watching. All right, so we're gonna spin it up and shoot up in the sky here.
Home point updated.
So we're airborne. Trying to find where the fire actually is. Nice thing, dark out. You can see it. Everything that you may not be able to see me because it's dark, but we can see the drone. Looks like the fire's on the back side of the barn. So it's a little dark, so it's but here's what we're seeing right now. That's our screen. That's what we're seeing. They're working on getting crews up a ladder here. Looks like they're gonna try a little bit of an exterior attack. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. It's cold. It's like 11 degrees out, so it's cold. So we're getting what we can here, and then we're gonna one battery on this one. We're gonna do one battery, and once we're done that battery, we are out of here. Let's go call it a night, and that'll be it. We'll be calling it an episode. So I'm gonna leave you with some shots from the drone of this fire, and then we will catch you next time behind the scenes.